Imagine a world without passwords, where anyone could log into anyone's account and do whatever they wanted. Sounds scary, doesn't it? Well, without information security, that's exactly what the world would look like. Information security focuses on protecting the confidentiality of data. In other words, ensuring the data is only seen by specific people who should have access to it. Information security is comprised of three types of controls: administrative, logical, and physical. Administrative controls are written guidelines, laws, and policies with regards to data. Logical controls regulate access to data, for example, passwords, firewalls, and encryption. Physical controls are more simple. They include doors, locks, and alarms. Research is done at all three levels. The scope of the research is extremely wide, from research on socio-economic aspects of security, e.g. why and how people want their data to be secured, to the research on quantum cryptography, which transmits photons along fiber optic cables in order to detect eavesdroppers. Let's take a look at some specific research examples. At the administrative level, research to enhance the privacy of data collected from popular location apps like Google Maps. Location data can help predict car traffic volumes and aid in the design of efficient crowd-controlled pathways in a city. However, if it's not anonymized, this data can be used to determine your lifestyle. Your travel patterns, where you go, where you eat, can be utilized to work out your religion or even your identity. Currently, privacy research aims to provide aggregate information, which means companies would know about large numbers of people in a given area, but would be unable to distinguish individuals. At the logical level, thanks to sources like WikiLeaks, the general public has become more aware of the amount of high-level surveillance that is carried out by governments worldwide. This has led to the rise of anonymous communication networks, the most popular one being Tor. Think of Tor like the invisibility cloak in Harry Potter. It lets you use the internet without anyone knowing you're there. Research in this area focuses on methods to measure and improve the security of the Tor network so that messages cannot be intercepted easily, especially when it's under malicious attack. At the physical level, millions of people use chip and PIN cards every day. They're fast and convenient, but vulnerable to fraud. How? Something called a bank relay attack. The victim puts their card in a fake terminal thinking they were buying a coffee, when in fact their card details were relayed by a radio link to another shop where the criminal is using a fake card to buy something far more expensive. The fake terminal showed the victim only the price of coffee, but when the bank statement arrives later, the victim had an unpleasant surprise. Dr. Sarah Drim and Stephen Murdoch developed a possible idea for defense. When the terminal challenges the card to prove its identity, it measures how long the card takes to respond. A genuine transaction will take little time, since the card is right there. But if there is a delay, it means the transaction is far, and hence fraudulent. When the relay attack was demonstrated, it introduced delays of hundreds of thousands of milliseconds. The maximum delay is now set to 20 nanoseconds, the time it takes a radio signal to drive 6 meters. This would guarantee the genuine card is no further away than this from the terminal. Thanks to research by UCL, major card companies like MasterCard are now measuring response times to minimize fraud. What's next? Although today's methods of information security are highly reliable and sophisticated, they are not foolproof, as hackers still find ways and loopholes to bypass security systems. Hence, as digital systems become even more integrated in everyday life through technologies like self-driving cars, information security will need to rapidly evolve by using artificial intelligence. Security systems of the future will need to learn in real time. Instead of waiting for attacks, they will constantly monitor our Wi-Fi networks and security networks, actively looking for weaknesses and then fixing them without human intervention. Systems will share information rapidly so that the latest research and technology will improve our security in minutes instead of years. If we can invest in the research of today, we can help build a safer future for tomorrow.
Created using Powtoon.